Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dion, and today we are going to be reviewing Taylor Swift's ERAS tour costumes. I went to the ERAS tour, I'm wearing the hoodie. I went Gillette Night 1, so good. I got Shoulda Said No and Better Man. I'm a debut in Red Stan, and she sang like Shoulda Said No right in front of my section. It was crazy. I cried the whole time. And you guys know me. I just say the word and I'll turn this into a Taylor Swift channel. I do not care, but I know sometimes you guys don't want to see that. Usually my Taylor Swift videos don't do that well, but I don't care. It's a passion project and you guys are gonna deal with it. I decided instead of talking about the ERAS tour itself so much, I'm going to be reviewing the costumes, the designers and everything, and there's some really cool craftsmanship going on, so I want you guys to see it. So if you like celebrity fashion and fashion commentary in general, definitely make sure to subscribe to this channel because I post videos every Thursday, and with that, let's get into it. Alrighty, so she starts off with the Lover era. This era is all about like pastels, rainbows, that kind of thing. Very fluffy, very cotton candy-esque. And she has two Atelier Versace bodysuits for the ERAS tour for the Lover portion. One is a like gold and a blue sort of like ombre kind of thing going on with obviously like silver stones, and the other is sort of more cotton candy colors, so pinks and blues more like it. I personally got the one with the purples and blues and pinks, which, not to be biased, I preferred. So for a lot of her ERAS tour outfits, there's going to be doubles and triples of them that vary in style, so we're going to be talking about those as well, like the different outfits for each era. Paired with the bodysuit, she wore gold Louboutin knee-high boots or silver Louboutin knee-high boots. The silver ones went with the cotton candy more outfit, and the gold ones went obviously with the gold outfit. And then when she transitioned into the man, she put on a blazer. So for the gold Lover outfit, she put on a black pinstripe blazer that was all like rhinestone sequins, also by Versace. And then for the cotton candy one, she had a silver blazer, again by Versace. Usually for each era, she kind of sticks to like one designer for the era, just FYI. I have to say, I do like the black pinstripe man blazer more than the silver one. I get that the black pinstripe one matches. It has little Versace gold Medusas as the buttons. Like it's I guess a little bit more masculine to me, like pinstripe and the gold. It's gaudy. Like it reminds me of my dad's pinstripe suit he would wear to court. Like there's something about pinstripes that's quite masculine, especially a black pinstripe. So I think it fits the man better. I do like it, but I get that the silver jacket matches the silver boots. I mean, they could have done like a pinstripe jacket with silver buttons. I'm just saying, but whatever. It was gorgeous either way. Next era is Fearless. She sang Love Story right in front of my section, and I cannot tell you how much I cried. The first 4 songs, I was like this, just sobbing. I couldn't move. And as like a day one stan of Taylor Swift, hearing songs that I've been singing in every bedroom color I've ever had, every dorm room I've ever been in, every apartment that I've ever had, every car that I've ever driven, hearing songs that have been there through all that, crazy, absolutely crazy. So both dresses are by Roberto Cavalli. She has Louboutins on for both of them. It looks like silver Louboutins for both of them. I have to say, one of these dresses is quite controversial, and I'm going to let you guys guess which one. There's these like, the kind of like tentacles kind of vibe. The more fringe Roberto Cavalli Fearless dress is definitely very on the nose for Taylor Swift. Fringe, flapper style, especially for the Fearless era. It's very on the nose, right? So I get that the other one is more of like a different version of fringe, sparkles, gold. I'm not sure how well it executed. I will say it moves really cool. It does look like tentacles, but it move as like just fashion. It's like interpreting fashion as an art. I'm like, that moves really cool. So I don't know. I would have honestly liked to see the octopus one in action. I had the fringe one, which I have to say I do prefer. But I would have liked to see the octopus one in action because I wanted to see how it moved and what it looked like. Because that might have changed my opinion. Just because it's a weird design doesn't mean it's not cool. And for the overall theme, she basically wears Christian Louboutins the entire tour, different versions of the Christian Louboutins. All right, so the next era is Evermore that she did, and the Evermore era only had one dress, and it's this etro dress with beading down the front. And then during the Willow sequence, she put on a green velvet etro cape, like a really deep emerald green. And she had brown Louboutin sort of like lace-up Victorian style boots, which I have to say I love. I love this outfit mostly because like this is something I would wear in a heartbeat. Like maxi dresses with my brown cowboy boots are something I wear all the time. And so I love it. I think it fits the Evermore vibe really well. I think it's beautiful. And the cape was a really nice touch for Willow. I don't know. I like it. I feel like people wouldn't, I don't know. I feel like online I haven't seen a lot of like people have strong opinions on it, but I really like it. But maybe that's because like that's actually my fashion. Next era is Rep. Now the Rep performance was fucking crazy. It was crazy. I really wanted to go to the Rep tour. I understand, like I've seen the Rep Tour Stadium video, the movie or whatever, documentary. I understand the Rep themes. I love Rep. I understand Rep. I'm not obsessed with the Rep outfit. My biggest issue, and I don't know how to resolve it, so don't come for me. I don't like the ankle boot on the bare leg. I don't know what I would have wanted in return, right? Because it would have looked weird with like a nude shoe or something, but it just feels like whatever. And the shoes were sort of like combat-y. I'm not sure if they were Louboutins. I couldn't find that out, but I think since all of her shoes in the ERAS tour have been Louboutins, I'm gonna just like say it's a safe guess. Yeah, not I love the microphone and the jumpsuit like looked really cool. I don't like the shoes, but I don't have an alternative, so sorry. Oh, and the bodysuit was also by Roberto Cavalli. A lot of her more glittery outfits have been Roberto Cavalli in general. Okay, so now is the Speak Now era, and we actually have 3 Speak Now dresses. For Rep and Evermore, we only had 1 outfit, but for Speak Now, she brought out 3. So depending on the show, you got one of them. There is a kind of nude, sparkly Nicole and Felicia ball gown. There is an Ellie Saab couture ball gown with like gardenias all over it, like flowers all over it. And then there is a Zuhair Murad, I'm so sorry, Zuhair Murad, like more lavender color, like lavender pinky color, sparkly dress. I got the Zuhair Murad one, and I know I keep saying that I'm liking the ones from my show the best, but out of the 3, even before I went to my show, because I saw these 3 on Twitter, I've been stalking this tour obviously, I do prefer the Zuhair Murad one. I think it is so beautiful. Oh my god, I love the way the sparkles sort of fade. I love the color. I like the cut. The Nicole and Felicia one, to me, is a little bit too juvenile. I feel like the Zuhair Murad dress elevated kind of the traditional ballroom style, whereas like this one is very ball gown, very like juvenile. I feel like the Zuhair Murad one is a grown-up version. And the Ellie Saab one, first of all, it says there's gardenias. Gardenias are my favorite flower, and I don't think those look like gardenias. I think those look like flaps. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks on her arms. I don't know. I really don't like this gown. So kind of glad that I didn't get it. probably close to the bottom of all the outfits that she's been wearing so far. Now we have my favorite era, which is the red era, and we have a decent amount of variation in this era. So every outfit in this era for her is going to be a sheesh. Like all the designs are going to be a sheesh for this era. And then Christian Louboutin loafers and a Gladys Temes hat during 22. But she has Christian Louboutin loafers on the whole time. So first we have 3 22 t-shirt dresses sequin things. One is that we are never getting back together like ever. One is who's Taylor Swift anyway? Ew. One is a lot going on at the moment. I got the one which is we are never getting back together like ever, which kind of fits in with the surprise songs, which were Should Have Said No and Better Man. I don't know why I said it like that. So I do like that like continuity, like we're never getting back together like ever. You should have said no, you should have gone home, and I just miss you and I wish you were a better man. I like that continuity, that storytelling. That's the reference. She's doing an exact like 22 music video look, but stadiumified, so glittery, all that. And underneath that dress, she has a red to black ombre like shorts bodysuit. Also again by Ashish. And this is, I mean, it fits, it's cute. I like that it's like a mature version of red, where it's red to black rather than just red, like from, you know what I mean? I like that. And then during All Too Well, she brought out an Ashish red to black long coat that sort of like pooled at the floor. So beautiful. And I get it, like to storytell, it needs to be quick changes and everything. I think out of like the 3 looks, I honestly like the t-shirt over the bodysuit with the hat the best. I think it's really cute and costumey. The other 2, like I get it for the storytelling. They're just like, they're not here nor there for me. They're not like necessarily exciting, maybe because those are the 2 consistent ones throughout the show. But I also just think it's sort of like, yeah, it's obvious, it's pretty. I love the coat for All Too Well 10-minute version. I feel like that really like fits the vibe, and like I like again the red to black and how it pools at the floor. I feel like really tells the story of that song and that relationship. This is probably my favorite era in terms of fashion for the tour, and it's one of my favorite albums, and that is the Folklore era. So she has 4 gowns, 4 variations of the Folklore era gown, and they're all by Alberta Ferretti. I have never heard of this designer until this tour, and now it's like they are on the list of like designers I would love to wear one day. Like Alberta Ferretti is up there with like Simone Rocha and like Lyrica Matoshi in terms of like, if I get the chance, I would love to wear a gown from them one day. That is beautiful. So the 4 variations are a beautiful grass green dress with cape sleeves and sort of a mesh embroidery leaf thing going around, very like Adam and Eve-esque, the like bodice. And all these dresses sort of pool at the floor. They're long gowns, just FYI. The second one is more of this like blush cape. It's like very similar in the cape sleeves. It's more of a blush color, and it has like some sequins and embroidery sort of down the front. The third one is a cream dress with very big dramatic sleeves, not so much like cape sleeves, but kind of a different vibe. And I had like crystal embroidery also down the front. And then there is the lilac one with these kind of oversized bell sleeves, and it's probably the more bohemian out of the 4. So I personally just like nude little ballet flats. I'm so basic. Listen, my top 2 are the green and the lilac. I think the lilac is so glamorous, bohemian, and the way it moves is absolutely stunning. The cream and the blush are fine. They are beautiful gowns, like absolutely beautiful. No tea, no shade, no lemonade. They are beautiful, beautiful gowns. But I have to say, the green and the lilac, I just think are so particularly stunning. I had the green one, and it is probably my favorite because I think I love that how folklore it is. Like I love how much it fits the folklore theme, which is very green and natural and stuff. But the way the lilac one moves is so I want that dress so badly to twirl in. Oh my god, because this era is very like the way she moves in this era is very Stevie Nicks-esque. So she's like twirling around. I have a Stevie Nicks style spotlight if you want to see that. But oh my god, that lilac one I want to twirl in, but the green one the lilac one I want to like frolic in a field in and like run around in. The green one I want to wear on a red carpet, if that makes sense. Next is 1989, and we have 3 two-piece sets from Roberto Cavalli for this one that she changes depending on the day. So one is like this pretty grass Kelly green two-piece, again, that's like fringy, and it has like beadwork on the bodice. The designs between the 3 colors are the same. They're basically the same 3 two-pieces, just obviously in different colors, and then matching Louboutin ankle booties for each. The next is more of a burgundy color, like a purpley burgundy, not so plum, but almost there color. And the third was an orange color. Now, I would probably say before the tour, the green is my favorite. I love the green. I love the coloring. I get that you wouldn't do the green dress from Folklore and the green dress from 1989, like, because they're back to back in the sets, and so that doesn't really make, I don't know, I feel like it would confuse the storytelling. So I get that. I wore a beaded sequin, sparkly, flowy, not flowy, but like had little fringy gown or dress, midi dress to the show. So I loved the fact that at my show she wore the orange two-piece because we literally matched, and I was like, oh my god, thank you for matching with me. So I loved the orange two-piece personally. I don't know, I don't really feel like the purpley one really fits the 1989 era. Like I don't get it. I feel like the 1989 era is very poppy, very punchy, like so. And then it's also obviously those like beiges, cool tones, but you don't want to do that to confuse with the Folklore era. So I like that she went poppy and punchy. I think aesthetically, the green is probably my favorite. I love that she wore the orange one to my show. The burgundy one's fine. And then to go into the surprise songs after the 1989 era, they put her in a wrap dress that corresponds to the two-piece. So for the green one, there's a more emerald, darker green wrap dress. For the burgundy one, there's more of a fuchsia wrap dress. And for the orange one, there was this yellow wrap dress. Now, they're all by Jessica Jones, and she just wears the same Louboutins from the set, the 1989 set. I get that like she didn't want to do an orange wrap dress because that would have like confused with the Evermore era. I just don't like the yellow wrap dress. The wrap dresses in general, the surprise song dresses in general are my least favorite. I don't really like the cold shoulder. I get that wrap makes it the easiest to put on over. And you want it to be distinct. I don't like the cold shoulder aspect. And I really didn't like the yellow one. However, she was singing Should Have Said No and Better Man, so I didn't really care that she was wearing that yellow dress. I don't know, and it had like kind of sequins on it. I didn't love the yellow personally. It's one of probably, I would say the surprise song wrap dresses are my least favorite tour costumes. Last era, Midnight, the closer. So this is the only era where there's 2 different designers for the costumes. The darker, more like midnight blue one is Oscar de la Renta, and the more royal blue one with more like deco flapper beadwork around the bodice is Zuhair Murad. Now, I have the darker one, and I think the color of the darker one fits the Midnight's theme better. It's more of a midnight blue. The Zuhair Murad one is more of a sapphire blue, which, listen, sapphire teardrops, my face sadness, repaint my whole sky. Like, I get it. Yeah, sapphire works. Love both. And then she has a matching garter with both. I will say that the sapphire, I think, sparkles on stage a little bit more, especially on her skin tone. The jewel tone sparkles a little bit more. Than the Oscar de la Renta one. It almost, like, it's so midnight that it's like it's dark, but it's almost black. So for good and bad, I feel like for good and bad, it's dark. Again, I have the darker versions. I do love it, but I like the design, the beadwork of it better. If it was in the color of the Zuhair Murad one, I would have loved it. And then matching Christian Louboutin knee-high boots, depending on the color. So either midnight blue or like a darker color. Over that, initially, she has an Oscar de la Renta lavender haze shirt dress and a furry, like lavender jacket. So the shirt dress is like a blush tone with lavender and bluish like sequins on it. And then the jacket is just like a fur bear lavender jacket. So she has that when she initially comes out during Anti-Hero. And then after she takes it off and she comes out in her little Midnight's bodysuit vibe. The shirt dress, like, again, it is a good storytelling quick change moment. And it works for the lavender haze thing. I love the jacket. That works as a callback to the music video. I don't know what I would have done differently for the shirt dress. It's fine. Like, it's fine. It's just like, it's neither here nor there, in my opinion. And for the closer, which is Karma, she has like a fringe, sparkly tinsel jacket. And she's changed it. Like, she kind of changes it a lot. One of them that's my particular favorite is like a multicolored, it's like darker and it's like a multicolored rainbow fringe jacket. I think that is so pretty and I love the way it looks with the darker bodysuit. For mine, she had like a pink one, which works. I noticed like on the dancers all had a different fringe jacket. So I wonder if she just like picks whichever one that she wants that day or whatever. So the fringe jacket, like there's probably the most variation between the outfits for that one. My favorite is definitely like the darker rainbow one. I think that is like the prettiest and sort of fits the vibe and the closer because like all the eras together. Probably of this era, my least favorite is like the lavender haze anti-hero outfit just because like whatever. However, the mom and little boy next to me were dressed as this and the little boy had 3 stuffed animal cats to represent Meredith, Olivia, and Benjamin. It was so cute. And then today I was scrolling on TikTok and someone was like, can somebody find this little boy and his mom? And I was like, oh my God, I'm in the background, LOL. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to get into like my final conclusion rankings. I would say that my absolute favorite of like any of the outfits is going to be the green folklore dress followed by the lilac folklore dress. I just think they're so beautiful and like so perfect for stage, so perfect for the era, so perfect for the songs that she chose. I have no notes. They're just beautiful. I would say second is going to be the Zuhair Murad Speak Now gown, like after the 2 folklore dresses. I just think so beautiful. I guess third, but whatever. I love that one. And I think it definitely is the prettier out of the 3. My third favorite outfit is going to be the Midnight bodysuit. Again, I can't really choose between the 2 because they both have pros and cons in my opinion. But I think they're so pretty and I love that the Karma jacket comes on at the end. I just think it adds like a fun lightness to the outfit that's very like kind of harsh and pretty. I love the Midnight's era bodysuits. Next, I'm going to go with the Lover Atelier Versace bodysuit. So pretty. I do like the cotton candy one more. I think it fits the Lover era more, but I like the blue and gold one as well. It just reminds me of 1989 a little bit too much. But I prefer the man blazer on the gold dress. Next, I'm going to say is the outro dress from the Evermore era. I think it fits perfectly. I love the boots. I would wear this outfit literally any day of the week. I have worn outfits like this. I love it. No notes. Next is going to be the fringe Fearless like flapper dress. It's quite on the nose, which is why it's sort of at the middle-ish area. I think 5th place we're now at. Yeah, it's sort of at the middle. It's only because it's very on the nose, but it works. It's nostalgic and yeah, you gotta love it. Next is going to be the 22 outfit. Again, very on the nose, very fun. I like the little bodysuit. It works. I was excited to see it. It's sort of like silly and casual but in 2012, but that's why I like it. So actually, I'm going to change it. I think Fearless and 22 are going to be tied for that, for 5th place or whatever I'm at this point. All right, and then in last place, it's no surprise, it's the Jessica Jones wrap dresses. I don't like the cold shoulder. I like the bottom tiering But yeah, it's just really not my favorite, and I really don't like the yellow one. I don't particularly like the colors of any of them. Compared to these other dresses, I feel like they just don't hold the candle to the other dresses. All right, and with that, what was your favorite out of all of the variations that Taylor Swift has given us in her Eras Tour outfits? Which one was your favorite? Again, gotta give it up for the green folklore dress, in my opinion. I wanna know what your favorite was. And if you do like celebrity fashion and just fashion commentary in general, definitely subscribe to my channel because I post videos every Thursday. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I post content there almost every single day. And with that, have a happy, happy day. Bye.